Hey, yo, what the f***? This is a palace right here.
The late night flight is paid for by the following.
Time to play the game where we find out who's capping. It is... This is...
This is the game where we find out if this is the bull. My name is Kanye West, and with me is co-producer Drake. Cole, what's good with you?
Top five. Baby.
So, I don't know if y'all know about this, but Kanye and Drake is about to do some Nas Jay-Z thing right now, and I'm all for it. I know that is listen, don't worry about Kanye sending out Drake's address. It ain't like you know how to get there anyway. This is just about building up some hip-hop, some good old-fashioned hip-hop beef so we can get two great albums. But what say you, bro?
I don't think it's good. You got the artist of the decade going against the greatest artist, Steve Jobs of the game, right? So all of that theater is not necessary. We just need Kanye to finish the album so Drake can just go ahead and put his album out. And that's just it.
Real quick,
Sure.
Just answer the question. What would be a better versus? Drake versus Kanye or Drake versus Kendrick?
Oh, Drake versus Kanye for sure.
Okay, let's start the game. All right, here we go. Police in a Somerset County town have issued a warning about scammers pretending to be law enforcement to steal money and personal information from victims. The thieves are using caller ID spoofing to make it clear as if they are calling from the Franklin Police Department's phone number, which is 732-873-5533. The callers will identify themselves as police or other officials in an attempt to obtain bank account numbers. The scammers also ask for photos of driver's license, social security cards, and passports. Victims are also being tricked into withdrawing money, withdrawing their own money from their own bank accounts to buy gift cards, according to the police. Smarts, I ask you, is it the bull that there are not enough Black Americans in the cyber tech industry so we could have been scamming from Somerset County in the first place?
Word, that's BS.
This is crazy.
They giving it up like that?
This is crazy.
What's their number?
732-873-5533. That's the police department's number.
No, I was talking about the calls. Who need those leads?
Word is born. We do need those leads. All right, here we go. Here go the next one. This is in Hoboken. This happened in Hoboken. Police officers Tyrone Huggins and Mark Lombardi, which, by the way, Tyrone Huggins and Mark Lombardi sounds like a good buddy cop team right there, like Eddie Murphy, Nick Nolte. You know this is a black dude and a white dude immediately. Mm-hmm. And this is definitely one of the three brothers or sisters that work in Hoboken Police Department.
Got you.
Yes.
Sounds like it. Sounds about right.
So police officers Tyrone Huggins and Mark Lombardi conducted a motor vehicle stop in the area of 4th and Jackson Street at 5:10 p.m. after seeing the driver, later identified as Johnny Sorez, he's a 37-year-old man of Jersey City, nearly strike a pedestrian and parked cars. After they spoke with Sorez, Huggins and Lombardi suspected that he was under the influence of an intoxicant. All right. The 37-year-old was charged with DWI, and the search that they did, they found in his possession 16.7 ounces of suspected heroin, 2.2 ounces of suspected cocaine, and 0.3 of an ounce suspected how you pronounce that word?
Yes. Methamphetamines.
Methamphetamines.
Yes, sir.
Methamphetamines.
Yes.
I'm embarrassed. I knew that word.
It's cool.
Methamphetamines. All right. So, Smarts, I ask you, is it the bull is it the bullshit that ounce of coke that I ordered from Jersey City never got delivered to me?
Yo, my man was wilding. Why the people with the most dope on them and the most, the hottest drivers drive like they crazy? Anyway, that's some BS.
He must was going for a big order. He was in Hoboken.
Yeah, I mean,
it must been a young Caucasian couple ready. Like, yo,
for you to almost hit somebody and almost hit a parked car, you got that kind of weight on you. You crazy.
He was high himself though.
That's just crazy. It's crazy.
BS. All right, here we go. And finally, here we go. A 46-year-old Hudson County man who uses a wheelchair by the name of Christopher Graham was arrested Wednesday at a North Bergen hotel by members of the Hudson County Prosecutor's Office Special Victims Unit and charged with 1 count of first-degree aggravated sexual assault and 1 count of third-degree aggravated criminal sexual contact against an 18-year-old Jersey City woman. Smarts, I ask you. I ask you, Smarts. Smarts, I ask you. I ask you, Smarts. Smarts, I ask you.
What you getting ready to tell me, man?
Is it the bullshit that Christopher was just trying to get his legs from underneath him? You ain't gotta answer that! I'm sorry to all the paraplegics. Thank you. You. Bye-bye.
Wow.
It's a bunch of us. I'm a in the colony. Hold on, everybody on their mountain, everybody marching for a young nigga like me to get tsunami on it. I'ma get it, I'ma win it, baby. I'll be on my curry till I crash your bird 40 on the text. Yeah, I'm acting nerdy if it's at the Appalachian to the Appalachian. I'ma do whatever that they take to make a black a nation. Hold on.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sweets, and I'm your chief flight attendant. On behalf of the pilot and the entire crew, welcome aboard the late night flight. And here is your captain, the Nile River of New Jersey, the pilot of Tuskegee Training, the greatest honey badger who has ever lived, the creator of Black Pilot Radio and the Late Night Flight. Here is the victorious one, Nasor Nuru.
What up, my passengers? We are first in priority and will be departing in 5 minutes. We appreciate your business. With that being said, this flight ain't cheap. Donate to the Cash App, $ the late night flight. Now, it might be a little turbulence, but we are predicting clear skies on our way back to Jersey. But before we do us a solid. Give us a like on our Facebook page. Follow us on IG to click the link tree in the bio. Chirp at us on Twitter at The Late Night Flight. And you can catch all 57 episodes on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, The Late Night QR Scan, wherever podcasts are available. Now let's take off.
Welcome back to the Late Night Flight. I have got important news. I just found out that your CEO of We Are Jersey Entertainment Magazine, okay? First of all, this woman has over 20,000 Instagram followers, okay? She is somebody and you are not, all right? But she just told me, not only has she tapped out of mainstream music in 2011, 2012, she doesn't even like Beyonce. Now, forget the Beyonce thing. I don't even care about that. Tell me why. Tell me the story. What happened that made you tap out of mainstream music as a whole? What happened? I need to know.
Just for me, a lot of things just really stopped resonating for me. You know, it just was too far. And then certain things, in certain cases, from certain artists, I'm pretty sure you could think of some, they just do too much, way too much. And I really am about the music and not all the extras and all the acting that comes behind it, the nonsense. So
define the nonsense. I'm not trying to come at you. I want my people to know. I want our listeners to know. Remember, this is radio. This is theater of the mind. So when you just say nonsense, they need to know what nonsense. Because I don't want them being in the car on their way to Burger King talking about nonsense. What's she talking about? Nonsense. So what's the nonsense that you're talking about?
It's just really, there's people out here who work real hard to make this music, and they've been working at it for ages. And certain things in the industry, sometimes they make certain plays that just don't allow the people with talent who are doing this music get in. You know what I mean? And that's really a major part of everything I do. So I really don't tap into that side because I just don't care. It's a lot of things. Example, Doja Cat. Example, 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine, one of the biggest examples. Like things like that, it don't hold value to me.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can assist you with the Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I watched the Tekashi 6ix9ine documentary, which, by the way, I have to admit, is, as far as who made the documentary, it's not bad. It's a good watch. You can learn something from this documentary. I'm keeping it real. Yeah. So what I learned about Tekashi 6ix9ine is if he went to college, he would definitely get a bachelor's in marketing, no problem. The issue with him is that I don't think he knew what he was doing when he was marketing. I'm pretty sure, like, okay, I'm gonna make clothes that have the word on it or on it, whatever the case may be, things that's going to basically energize your eyes. You like, oh my God, this person gonna really just wear that in the middle of the street like that? And he was the type to be like, yeah, I am. I don't care. Don't matter. I'm gonna do whatever I want. So are you saying that those little gimmicks, if you will, that he was doing just to market the music, that's what you're not for? You're not for that?
Yeah, I'm definitely not for all that.
So you don't like wrestling? You don't like pro wrestling? Like, you know, like Monday Night Raw? You know, like, I'm just asking questions. Like, so you don't like The Rock for saying if you smell what The Rock is cooking, you only want to see The Rock in the ring?
I'm okay with that because you know what? He's not doing nothing destructive. And at the end of the day, people started using that to energize or fuel up their daily lives and stuff. In certain ways, people used it and flipped it for themselves and joked about it. You know what I mean? In a good, positive manner. It wasn't something negative that was flipped and put in everybody's faces. You know what I mean? Because when you know the power you have and how much energy is real, you know what I'm saying? Your music and what you do could really change and fuel other people's lives. Like think about, Before I Let Go at every barbecue or cookout.
Before I Let Go. Talking about that Maze song, Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Think about that.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I be, as soon as I hear that song, I want the seafood salad and some chicken. And I want to, when a paper plate and my wine in the plastic solo cup, and I want to dance a little bit. I just want to have a good time with the people that's around me. I feel you on that.
Exactly. It makes you feel good. And just thinking about it feels good. But then you see all this other stuff happening. You be like, why would you? You ain't got to do that. You don't have to do that at all. You don't have to.
All right. So quick question before I get you out of here. So you're telling me that let's say you were my manager and I was a rap artist. So Nasur Nuru is Nick Nova all over again. I'm a rap artist. You feel what I do with my music. And let's say in the last week, you just give me a call because you're like, hey, yo, Nasur, I am not feeling what you're doing. What do you mean? Hey, yo, I seen what you've been doing. What do you mean? This is not the way that you should be trying to get your album out there. What are you talking about? I see you in front of North Penn Station with your shirt off right now, talking to women, talking about my album. I can't do that. I can't do that.
See, the thing is though,
I can't walk around North Penn Station with my shirt off and I can't do that.
I can understand that from a publicist perspective.
Oh, okay.
But for me as somebody watching and if I wanted to tune into you and I seen some craziness, it's going to make me not care.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's just me.
I got you. I got you. So I should be on OnlyFans. So I should just go, I should go full on. So I should be on OnlyFans and just go full on nude. That's what you're saying, right? That's what you're talking about now. I'm playing. Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain has turned off the fasten seatbelt sign, and you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened through the trials and tribulations while you're seated. In a few moments, the flight attendants will be passing around the drink menu as well as the brunch menu. We only have chicken or waffles or both, so choose wisely. And thank you for flying the late night flight.
Welcome back to the late night flight. Nasur Nuru B is with me. B is about to tell me about my Libra stuff, all right? My Libraism. I don't really do astrology this well, but she's about to give me some myths and facts about Libra stuff, okay? And it might coincide with her sign. What's your sign, my homegirl?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh, goodness gracious. I don't even know what that means, but I know that means that she ain't full of the bullshit. I know that for sure. That's all I really know about Taurus season.
Yeah, they give us a few things. They say we're stubborn. They say we're lazy.
Not with two businesses. Can't say that about my homegirl. No.
Yeah. When it comes to astrology, people got to look past the sun sign. That's the thing.
The sun sign. So there's like a moon sign. There's a water sign too. Like what's going on here?
Yeah. So your sun sign is the sign that everybody knows. And everybody thinks that astrology only goes off of that. Astrology, there's like 4 different types. There's like Placidus, sidereal, there's tropical, there's Verdict. There's a bunch of different types of astrology. So people have to also know which ones they're dealing with to know how to apply it. There's a moon sign. There's a rising sign. My rising sign is a Libra. And Taurus and Libra are actually sister signs. So.
But what about brother signs? Because I be having beef with one of my homeboys that's a Taurus. So how does that go?
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on other signs in your chart, because there's certain houses. Certain houses will tell you how you deal with certain relationships, regardless of it being work, family, friends, love. Can tell you about the past, can tell you about the future.
What? Okay, so tell me about these myths about Libras. Are they like myths that's like Libra men have small penises? Because that's not true.
One myth that I'm familiar with, I can't say it's true or false. I do hear that Libras are messy.
Define messy.
Messy when it comes to relationships.
Really? Yo, let me tell you something. I wouldn't say I'm messy. I'm definitely not. No. I want to be honest. I'm an honest person. Don't get me wrong. Just because I said I'm not messy, that's not me just like, oh my God, I am messy. No, seriously. I'm not messy. I'm not trying to be defensive. But I am willing to tell you who I really am in this realm of relationships from what I've experienced. I haven't got to be the best man that I can be for the woman that I'm with at that moment in time. And I wasn't that because I was being messy. Like I was all over the place messing around with women or prioritizing my music career or radio career. It was just that I wasn't together, honestly. I wasn't financially, like if I was the financial person that I am right now, even though I got this podcast going on, but my 9 to 5, I'm very confident in. I've been working it for a long time. I feel more of I hate to use this term, but a union man, a company man, if you will, because I have a place where I can call home. I can mess up a couple of times. It's okay. I still have this career. I didn't have that 9 years ago when I had a woman that I really, really wanted to be with. And my ups and downs, my woes started to show. And she had every right to say, look, I can't do this with you. So I guess that's what I was just wanted to say. If I was sounded defensive, ladies, I apologize. I just want you to know that I wasn't messy. I was just messed up. Okay? That's all.
Oh, gosh. At least you're honest. Yeah, so at least that's good. That's a good thing. Wow.
That she I got that. I got nothing else for that. Oh my God. No, but I just wanted to put that out there. I'm honest. I am looking to be a well-balanced Libra.
Okay.
That is my goal in life. I am not a balanced person right now at all. I promise you that. I mean, every day when I make a new episode, I'm always checking Red Circle to see how many downloads it is. Then I got to call Smarts, yo, what's wrong, Nasor? I know you stressing. Yo, we only got 20 downloads. It's been 3 days. Like, what's going on? We got to go outside and promote. I'm going outside right now. I'm going to the gym. Forget my job. I'm calling them out. I'm calling out right now. I'm going to the gym. I need people to listen to this podcast. I don't know. I guess that's crazy.
That's wild.
But that's how I be feeling. No, I mean, it's something that I believe in. So I be very gung-ho about it. But at the same time, I don't want to sacrifice the other parts of me, the parts that's helping me make money and make sure I'm paying my rent and get to keep my apartment so I can have my peace of mind. Because it's funny how, like, as a Libra, like my boys be like, dog, yo, you got your own spot. You supposed to be having women all day. And I be like, yo, it don't work like that. I think because these women got their own going on, they don't need someone like me. Like, so what if you got your own place? I got my own place. 5 of my other dudes that I want to hang out with sometimes, they got their own place. Like, what's so special about you? So
that's funny.
Yeah. Sometimes I be having to hate. I be like, well, first of all, 4 of them other dudes talking about they got their own place. They have a roommate, so they don't live on their own. So how about that? How about that? All right. You got to go straight to the bedroom when you walk into their apartment. All right. You can't even hang out in the living room because it ain't daytime to have the living room. How about that? At least you can walk over here and get on the couch. Then we can have couch sex. Anyway, what happened?
Yo, that's facts for some people, though. It's very true. So would you say, because there is a myth that Libras like to be alone and that's what they prefer? Is that a fact or is that a myth?
That is definitely a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact. I value my peace of mind. I can't say I'm talking to a woman right now. I can't say that. She's probably more talking to me. But the thing is that she always trying to find her way. And I'm not trying to knock her. She is finding her way to want to be in my life. Even with the gym, she'll be like, yo, what time you going to the gym? Oh, maybe I can come with you. And sometimes I just be like, no. Like, matter of fact, you can come, but do your own workout. Like, go do your own workout. Like, I don't even want you really necessarily around me unless you're going to pay me to train you. But if you're not going to do that, then I mean, I'm sorry. I need my peace of mind. My peace of mind is very valuable. It's I'm not telling you that you need to have sex with me for money because it's very, because my time is transactional. I'm just saying my peace of mind means so much. It's priceless. You couldn't put any type of money on it. Really couldn't.
I respect that. It's listed as a myth on my book, but hey, it looks like you're showing it's a fact.
Thank you for flying the late night flight. It's time for me versus Google, not you, the captain.
Welcome back to the Late Night Flight. Natsu Nuru Jerz. Before we get into our Me versus Google set, where we're going to talk about bop artists being the new trap artists, I'm trying to figure out if we should call trap artists anymore. That's what I'm trying to figure out, Jerz.
Good question.
It's a good question, right?
Great question.
Okay, so before we get into that,
the youngster's going to be mad.
It is what it is. That happens. There's nothing we can do about that. This is not that type of generational talk where I'm trying to diss what the young people are doing, though. We're just trying to make sure it has its place in hip hop because it sure as hell isn't rap.
I got you. We'll get to it.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
But I like it. Don't get me wrong. I go to the gym and hustle hard to it. I'm just saying it's not necessarily rap. It's hip hop, but it's not rap. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So, you was just showing me a rap artist and a R&B artist. All right. 2 successful ones, by the way, in Cameron and Brandy. I guess they're looking to be the new Martin and Gina on Instagram. What's going on out here?
I don't know what's going on. But for like a week now, they've been like, doing little things on social media. I'm not sure if this is, planned, whatever the case may be, but they doing something. Like, I'm gonna set the stage for you real quick. Yes. Like, so Brandy is in Cam's trailer. Allegedly, it's 6 a.m. And she's wearing his pink chinchilla coat.
Okay.
And she's rapping, they got computers putin'.
Get them, girls.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I got
as she's doing this, Cam pops out of nowhere in the mirror behind her.
Like Candyman.
Right. So the caption goes, let me start by saying, I'm just here to do my part. Maybe I should do it in the Cam voice. Hey, yo, let me start by saying, I'm just here to do my part. I'm just a small fish in a big pond. I come early, I leave late, and I walk a straight line, man. You understand? I mean, I'm gonna state my displeasure with Brandy being all in my trailer, 6 a.m., rummaging through my personal garments. Didn't want to question me about my lyrics. Look, at this point, computers putin' is urban history. All right? It's urban history. He might have a point. He might have a point about computers putin' being urban history, bro. Like, he might have, for years we have been questioning what that mean. And he don't even really have an answer. Then he capped it off. He finished it. He ain't capped it off. I'm sorry. Cap means something completely different in this day and age.
Yes.
But he finished it off with, I sing along and I don't ask questions. Do I ask you, Brandy, who you want to be down with? No. I like the song, I sing it, and I mind my business. Very unprofessional. Yo, Cam on one, and Brandy. I don't know what they doing, but it's hilarious. Keep doing it, man. I'm supporting this. Whatever it is, I'm supporting it.
I have some artists. I have names of artists. Okay? I'm going to give you a name of an artist.
Mm-hmm.
You let me know if you think that they are more of the bop artist that I'm talking about or a rap artist. We're not even going to get into the trap thing. Because here's my thing about the trap artist. Okay, check me out. I believe hip hop has 3 children.
Mm.
Okay? One is
Children.
rap. Yeah, children.
Okay.
One is rap.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, the second one is kind of, I don't want to say adopted. This is a child that could be fathered by someone else. We don't know, but the name is R&B, and this is why I say R&B, because R&B derives from soul. Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, Teddy Pendergrass, Gladys Knight.
I gotta stop.
No, just hear me out. Just hear my theory first, though, because that's soul to me. But R&B has this has a, like, as far as the music, the way the music, the vibe is it has a rap hip hop style to it. Especially now, today's R&B. Like, when I hear a Bryson Tiller track, I can easily be like, I don't know if this is rap or R&B, or this is just hip hop. That's all I'm saying. It's a genre of hip hop. It used to be its own genre. R&B used to be its own thing. It used to be rhythm and blues. Like, now I look at it as...
but it still is its own genre. There's R&B, then you have R&B soul.
Right,
then you have hip hop and R&B.
Okay.
So that's 3 different genres I just gave you.
You did. And I'm still going to put R&B there.
But it's not. You can't say that it... What's the third baby before I even...
So it's this new child that just got birth. It's called trap. But I'm not calling it trap anymore.
Right. So I thought you was going to say, like, hip hop had 3 babies, you know, the MC, which is...
No, we're not doing the graffiti thing of, like, the 5 elements.
But you said 3 babies. So I would do that. I would do style.
What?
Style, yes. Hip hop has influenced.
No, but I mean, what kind of music? Like, what's the subgenre of the music of hip hop? Like, for instance, with rock and roll, you have soft rock, you have alternative rock, you have different versions of what rock is in general.
So you got conscious rap, you got trap music.
But I would still call conscious rap artists. Like, I would still say they rappers. They do rap though. They just rap a different style, but they're rappers. That's why it's rap.
I mean, I hear you. Don't be disrespectful.
No. I'm just saying.
I hear you. But I disagree.
Okay, no, that's fine. I mean, I'm okay.
Disagree.
So this is where I'm coming from with this stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel as though that hip hop has these 3 kids. Now, the third one may not have to be called trap. I believe maybe we should call it bop. I'm just using bop. I don't really like bop, but I've been hearing a lot of women say the word bop when they hear these new songs. Like, they'll tell me their new song is Throat Baby, which is actually...
It's a disrespectful record.
Yo, it's actually a good song though.
It's a disrespectful record.
But I understand when they say it's a bop, because it do have you just rocking to it. You be in there ready to dance more than just hear a lyric, all that stuff. Like the way women was talking about in the late 90s, where they was saying, listen, as long as the beat good, I'm dancing to it. That's basically what's going on right now. I give a what Throat Baby is about. But for some reason, when that song go in the club, Throat Baby...
I mean, that's because a lot of women out here have throat babies.
Okay.
All pun intended. And I'm not, I don't even think women would take that to be disrespectful. They like the song for a reason. Listen to the lyrics. They're singing it as if they wrote it themselves. I mean, let's not act as if sex isn't very much a part of today's culture. So when certain songs like this come out, and the record WAP, when these songs come out, women feel a certain sense of, I don't want to use the word entitlement, but confidence, because this is who, at the end of the day, they are. When the lights turn off and you in your bedroom or wherever you at, with whatever dude you gonna be with for that time period, whether it's your man, your husband, or a one night stand, and you decide to want to get down, this is what's happening.
All right, so
they all can relate.
A bop. It's all good. A bop. We're talking about bop music right here. All right, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? A bop, bro. I mean, yes, we like all that tirade was fine. I'm cool with all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Relate. That's all I'm saying.
Yes, I get that, and I think.
Do you agree?
No, yes, sure.
No, not sure.
It's not what we came here for. Like, yes, I agree with what you said. What you said was solid as hell.
Okay.
It just threw off everything that we was here for. In the
you brought it up, bro.
No, I made that as a quick example. I was trying to get back to the bop thing.
Let's start over.
No, we ain't got to start over. It's all good. No, because you made a very solid point. You sat back Martin Luther King style. Like, no, let me tell you. Let me tell you how this go with female MC stuff with WAP, all right? It's a great song for women. Like, yes, I agree. Yes. But I'm just saying.
You know I know you, bro. Like the undertone is crazy.
No. No, I mean, yes. I mean, I am definitely being funny a little bit, but not in a rude way. I'm just like, come on, yo. Like, yes, you made a good point.
All right, name the artist.
Yes, there we go. Rich Homie Quan.
I wouldn't consider him bop or trap.
No? Not a bop artist?
He's too melodic for me to call him bop.
That's why I say okay, I'm sorry, continue though.
Yeah, bop is like that's a bop to me.
But I think that's a melody too though. And how they're delivering.
On how
it's
delivery
the tempo.
Right. Quan is
because he sing raps. I'm out on my money with my daily bread. I get it, you know what I mean? But it's rhyme and reason though.
I never even heard that song.
Oh, you ain't heard Daily Bread? That's actually a good song. Rich Homie Quan is back. I give him that.
I won't be listening to it.
Bop artist. I'm gonna call him bop artist. All right, hey, I got another one. Roddy Ricch. Now this is where it gets tricky because he likes to half-ass sing too.
Bop artist.
See, exactly. So because if you just say R&B artist,
the
box.
I put the stick in the box. Yeah, man. I don't know not one word, but the bop is there, bro.
Every time I hear that song, I do not understand how Popeyes or KFC did not buy the rights to that song and just ball out with that in their commercials for the next 4 years. It's the box. I'd have got a chicken tender 4-piece box just because of that commercial every other day. Yo.
Somebody gonna do it eventually.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, somebody's gonna do it. Yeah, somebody gonna do it eventually.
All right, so I got another artist. Moneybagg Yo. People like Moneybagg Yo too.
I like Moneybagg Yo. He's like a new, more. He's like a new, better rap version of Gotti.
Okay, no, I'm cool with that.
You know what I mean? Like his voice, you know, the inflections and his ad-libs, all that. But I think he can rap. So, trap.
Okay, you say he trap.
Trap.
Not a bop artist.
No.
See, all right, here goes my thing though. But just because he does trap style, that doesn't mean he's a trap artist. I don't think that trap artists are like, the trap artists are the people that do the melodic stuff. And we be saying that they trap artists just because their rendition of what they're talking about is trap music.
Like who?
Moneybagg Yo. And Yo Gotti.
He's trap though.
That's because the stuff that he talks about is trap stuff.
His whole style, his demeanor, his delivery.
That's what I'm saying. But that doesn't, I don't call you a trap artist just because you do that. Like there's rappers that do that. Like Jay-Z is technically a trap artist.
Or just a rap artist?
I call him a bop artist. I don't think he can rap.
Oh.
No, I don't think he can rap.
That was very disrespectful.
No, I don't listen, no disrespect.
A smarts, like you need to create some type of something every time he says something disrespectful on this podcast. Some type of sound, some type of something.
I got sounds, I just don't use them sometimes.
Well, something needs to be created.
Wow.
Every time you say something disrespectful, like bruh.
Wow.
Something.
Wow. Yeah, come on. All right, I got a couple more names. I got 2 more names and we'll leave it. What about Young Thug? What about Young Thug? Young Thug made good music.
I haven't heard a Young Thug record in a long time, so I know a lot of people like him, but I'm kind of closed off when it comes to listening to these dudes, so I can't really give you an answer on that one.
I'm gonna say bop artist. But we'll just keep it moving because you don't got no smoke for Young Thug.
He's like, does he rap?
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Bop is rapping though.
Bop is rapping, but with this melodic, it's not even necessarily rapping at a point. It's almost singing. It's like they did what Weezy did, but without the lyricism behind it. Like I'm basically gonna reverb my voice. I'm about to say synthesize. I'm gonna reverb my voice away so I can get this alien style presentation. So whenever I talk, it just sound cool. The way T-Pain did it.
What are you considering to be bop? Like, what's the definition of bop then?
Bop is dope beats and wordplay, cosplay. Well, I don't say cosplay. That's disrespectful. the wordplay is basically presented in a melodic form. It's not rap. It's not what Jada do. It's not what Jay-Z do. It's not what Nas do. It's not what Exhibit do. It's not what Lil Wayne or Drake do. Well, Drake actually does this as well, but we're not here to like have that type of discussion. I'm just saying that Drake raps, so I'm not going to put him in this category. What I'm saying is that a lot of these new artists, even with like Migos to a certain degree, like where you said Migos was hip hop for 4 years, I agree with you. I also know that Migos can actually do the bop music, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
They can do it. They don't really do it. They actually rap it, but they're like one tempo away from letting you know, like, yo, I could do bop all day.
What the This that pilot right here.
What's our how-to today, yo? I don't even think I talked about one in the text. I feel bad about that. That's my fault.
I mean, it's my fault too. I didn't bring it up, but
how to what?
How to?
And remember, you're supposed to ask me.
I know. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How to be around a person that came after your livelihood.
What?
When I say livelihood, let me paint the picture for you.
Okay.
You at work, you and a particular person, coworker, don't like each other. And they start doing things to try to get you to lose your job, which is how you feed your kids, how you pay your bills, how you take care of your family. So how would you deal with a situation like that?
Okay.
How to act in an environment like that?
So this is a work environment question. This is very different. Okay, this is actually my wheelhouse because I like to think that I'm professional. So,
yeah, man.
So I have questions. Number one, is this coworker in the same office as you? The same office room as you?
Me?
Yes.
I mean, it's hypothetical. It's whatever you want it to be.
No, but I'm asking you, let's help me with the hypothetical. Paint the picture for me.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, this is going to be hard. Okay, so same office space as you, and this person is screwing with your livelihood.
Trying to.
Or at least
it's not working.
It's not working.
At all.
But making an attempt to.
Correct.
Okay. Wow. I mean, how again? What is happening? What did this person do to me to let me know that this is happening? What happened?
I don't know. Lied and said you did something that you didn't do.
And then I wound up talking to my higher up, to a superior, basically.
Correct.
About this certain occurrence where I have to be like,
but you have proof.
Jim, are you kidding me?
Right.
Jim,
but you have proof though.
And I got Jim, 1 second, Jim. Let me walk back to my desk. And I walk to the desk, I have to go grab this. Jim, how could I even do this when I wasn't? Look where I'm at. I'm in Indiana. Jim, I'm in Indiana. Look at this, me and Larry Bird right here.
How would you handle the coworker?
Okay. So.
Or how to be around a coworker who you know tried to get you fired.
So I ain't gonna lie. In that moment, and this has never happened to me, where I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm pretty sure that there has been workers, managers that has talked to their higher up about the, I don't want to say ego of me, but definitely
ego's a good word.
I would say let's just use ego. We'll use ego. I mean, I ain't trying to come ego first with certain things, not at work. Just
pride.
Okay, we're going to use, I don't like to use these words because it's a better word than these. Like, but it's fine. No, I'm going to just use mannerism. Mannerism.
Okay.
It's like my approach in life. I'm very upbeat. I'm very confident. So there's certain ways I go about myself.
All right.
But don't get me wrong. It can come off with ego. It can come off arrogant depending on who you are. And if you are someone that hasn't been brought up in that way.
Okay.
So I get that. You know what I mean? I just, all I can do when I hear those things about me, when things like that arise, because when I was young, I didn't know how to handle that stuff. Like now I just be like, yo, you don't really know me. Like, you don't hang out with me.
So would you confront the person?
All right. So in that particular case, I'm gonna be honest with you. If that had happened to me, and once my boss brought me in the office, and once I already had proof.
Don't answer that. Let's just say that your boss told you not to say and or do anything because it will automatically come back to you. On the clock, or off the clock.
Oh, then I ain't gonna say nothing.
So would you still be cordial with the person?
I have no other choice. He told me what to do. He or she just told me what to do. They said, yo, don't even say nothing, don't bring it up. So that means I gotta play cool. But before you shut me down for a quick second, I ain't gonna lie, I would have been like, oh nah, bring that person in here right now. You're gonna have to deal with this right now. I'm sorry, you're a boss. I'm sorry. I don't mean to pull you. I don't mean to G-check you, but you're a boss. You can't tell me you like to have. And now I'm glad you said that because I actually been in an office that's been like that.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I should have G-checked you to see where your card is at, see how you coming. But I ain't do that. And that kind of left me actually out of a circle.
I don't think HR could do that.
Listen,
unless it was a hearing.
I work in sales. I work at startup companies, man. People would do what they want.
Facts.
It's a different thing.
I'll tell you like this. If this was if this was BBS and something like this happened in BBS, I'm bringing both of them in the office and I'm getting down to the bottom of it. Like, okay, now why you want him fired?
Exactly.
What's the real problem?
Yeah,
this is obviously personal.
It's usually personal.
Now I want to hear it.
It's usually
I want to hear all the dirt. What's going on?
What's going on?
Okay. And if I feel like it's too much to handle, then one of you getting transferred.
Basically.
Boom. That's it. Well, in my case, one of you getting shot. But
that's what really gonna happen.
Yeah.
We're about to get to our next destination, but before we do, we strongly recommend to drink responsibly and pass that bong to me. You feel me? I got bars. Oh, and give us a follow on Instagram at The Late Night Flight. And give us a like on Facebook, The Late Night Flight. And thank you for flying The Late Night Flight.
Welcome back to The Late Night Flight. Me and Jerz, you already know. We just talking about music real fast. So, Jerz, this is why I am bigging what you're doing up so much when it comes to your compilation album that you was telling me about. Was it last week you was telling me about it, or was it the week before?
Week before.
No. Well, it was the week before, but I'm thinking about the episodes.
Got you.
Episodes, it was last episode.
Got you.
But it's all good though. We ain't gotta get into that. The point I'm making is that in today's world of this whole independent rap artist thing going on that we're on, like basically you can set up your own shop. Like you are your own label at birth. Soon as you say, yo, I want to make an album, it's nothing to do it because you can set up your own Instagram, your own SoundCloud. You can set up your own shop. Distribution, hey, that may be a different story, but you can set up your own shop as far as bringing people to you to buy your own merchandise, period. You can do that. Now, the hard part, which is the hardest part, is to bring forth a fan base. But if you, as a business, know what your targeted art audience is, you know who you want to talk to, you know who this music is for, boom, you can set up shop. I mean, it's still a big investment. It's as far as on a money plane, it's a big investment.
Huge investment.
It's a huge investment. But this is why I'm saying, I'm talking about this whole bop artist, rap artist, because what I'm realizing is a lot of people like what they like for whatever reason, whether radio has manipulated the ears and saying, hey, this is what you need to vibe to, whatever the case may be. What I also realize is that when I hear old school rap artists from the speakers and boom boxes or these little pills that these young kids are, carrying around, like they're listening to younger music, I realize that everybody has a certain feel of what they want, period. It reminds me of how I was when I was young. I'm young. I'm into the Jay-Z and the Biggie, but I may meet people that's still into Cool G rap and LL Cool J, like 80s version LL Cool J.
Facts.
And you be like, yo, you know what? This is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, why some of this ain't been regenerated and replenished? So I don't try to knock what's going on right now. So I listen to your joint, listen to your with the songs that you was letting me hear, and I'm like, they don't sound like a throwback. They just sound like a new artist. that has its own thing going on. So why not push that and let it be that and push it to a targeted audience? Like I would just, like if it was me, anybody that is 30 to 49, they need to grab this.
You just like really dated the shit out of me. However.
But what you mean? But see that,
however,
on, that's not nice.
However,
yes.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
Because it's 100% true.
I hear your undertone.
My music is
like,
not.
I'm messing with you.
I'm messing with you. My music is not for the youth unless the youth wants to learn something. Right. Unless the youth actually wants to open up their ears and listen to some things. And I'm not saying all youth don't. Please don't take me 100% literal. But the majority of this new generation that's out here now, they have no type of will to want to learn. They know it all. You can't tell them nothing.
Well, see,
my lyrics will give them not only a history lesson, not only can you understand the lingo, because I speak today's language, today's street vernacular, so to speak.
Okay.
But I'm also dropping some jewels. So pay attention. You know what I mean? Like it's for these young dudes to like really wake up and pay attention. It's not always about this gang life. It ain't always about being hot on Instagram. It ain't always about being flashy with money that's not yours.
I mean, yeah, sure. I'm pretty sure they understand that. I mean, we was doing that when we were in our younger days. I mean, as far as not saying, hold on. The artists that we were listening to were doing fake jewelry stuff too, man.
What was we doing? I'm not talking about just the artists. I'm talking about the fan base, like the 30 to 49 range. That's perfect. That's perfect for me, right? Do I have artists that can tend to that younger crowd, that 15, 14, 15, all the way up to, 28? Absolutely.
Yeah.
That ain't my fan base. And I'm just explaining why it's not my fan base, because what they think, how they operate, how they live, how they talk, all of that is just completely, they might think I'm trash.
Check me out. Well, first of all, you're not trash. Don't even think like that.
I know I'm not, but
check me out. The reason why I put that targeted audience out there wasn't to even have you be like, nah, like I like what you said, but we had to do it like that. No, I'm thinking about the number of people that are 30 to 49. There are over 1 million people in America that are easily this age group.
Over 10 million.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that's 10 million people that I don't know how you're going to do it, but you can reach out to these 10 million people.
America, I need your help.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying through your identity. Because, I think about this. I'm going to give you a name and you're going to be like, yo, I understand what you're saying. Benny the Butcher, Westside Gun, Conway the Machine. Like these are artists, in my opinion, if you want to use the term throwback, when you're saying dropping jewels, they have that old school Wu-Tang, MOP, street style, corner, bodega corner rap style. I love it. It's dope as hell. You think they're young. Now, mind you, they're a mixture of not bop, but they're doing like new school beat. Not really. The tempo is new school, but the sound is very old New York.
I like the new music. I'm not on the music.
But let me make my point real fast. I'm just saying that their style is more geared for people that's 30 and over. It's not geared for the people that's 18 to 29 at all.
Facts.
At all. But they popping right now. Eminem done signed them. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a dope music.
Yeah. So my thing is, it can be you, it can be me, any type of person that's an artist, where if they have the fan base, if they're willing to scope out, find their targeted audience, they got to reach out to them in some type of way. I know we was talking about with Blue. I was like, yo, if Blue had the band, had Black Rose, and they was at Harlem, because when I went to Harlem a couple of months ago for this pop-up event, there were people that was just outside in the park, outside so let's say at a diner, and they just had an area where the band could just set up at, and they was just singing, doing their thing, give us the donations were given, everybody have a nice day, let me sign some autographs and I'm out. And I'm like, yo, they're finding their audience.
Just random bands? Random people
this was definitely a 46-year-old woman and her band. This was the woman. This was Kiki Shepard and a band. Okay, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
I need the name of that place. Super good.
I mean, yeah, I have a photographic memory. We have to drive back down here.
I got you.
But it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just Harlem. It's just Harlem.
Fact.
And yeah, like that was dope. And I think whether you a bop artist, rap artist, trap artist, whatever type of artist you're going to be, you just need to come to the people and let the people decide whether they're going to, but who's going to get down with you or not.
But that's what's happening though.
Yeah, but I mean, but on a local level, I feel as though it doesn't happen. I think we I don't know. I guess that's what my main thing is, that it's not happening.
On a local level.
On a local level. Like, don't get me wrong. Let's say if it was 10 of us, we all made 80,000 plus a year. And we was like, yo, we focused on Jerz being the mayor. We love Jerz music. We gonna invest. Like, we got 10 people making 80,000 plus. If we need a video made, we doing it. If we need to take a trip somewhere, we doing it. You know what I mean? Because we have people that's invested in you. So we don't have that type of backing in real life right now. Like, it's just on us individually, grouping up with other people individually.
Preach.
You get what I'm saying?
Preach.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the fact that none of us are being crabs in a barrel about it, but we still from places where crabs in a barrel are right next door to you.
Thank you for flying the late night flight. Shout out to all the pilots who contribute to the fastest rising podcast. If you want to contribute, DM us at the late night flight.
Hey, yo, what the f***? This is a palace right here.